This is the Bush Whisperer coming at you from the beautiful Penguin Sanctuary, Simonstown, Cape Agulhas. Beautiful sunshine morning here. I wish I could show you the sun, but it would probably cause a lot of issues for the camera. The ocean is peaceful, calm. There were storms in the last few days. The storms have gone to be replaced by almost glassy, beautiful water. Gentle waves lapping at your feet. What does it mean when we speak about I feel peaceful? It's got to do with enjoying the peace of the universe that you are choosing. For we're always choosing a piece of the universe. And our piece of the universe has got to do with a complete part, which is the self. And the piece is a reflection of the whole. However, that piece can become fragmented, and then we have too many pieces. I want you to understand how this works. When one's piece is in pieces, one starts to lose one's traction. And the loss of traction means that the mind becomes overly active. Bless you, Joshua. And the overactivity, bless you again, of the thought process generates a lot of emotional responses, which drives our passions as per the alignment of our thoughts. And so the thoughts and the emotions become the passions that drive us. And the passions that drive us turn wheels of thoughts, which become habitual structures through which the consciousness field will manifest. And this starts to realign the DNA field. Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
And it brings you to a point where one is starting to become entrained, almost hypnotized into the sense of self, to the sense of who we think we are, to the sense of what we think we're meant to be doing. And this brings expectations. The expectations come from judgments. And over-applied judgments means that we start to become overly involved with what we think we want, what we think we don't want. And so we stop fully applying ourselves to the experience of reality and start trying to control reality, instead of recognizing that one is here to experience the wholeness of life. One starts to reject parts of life and starts to choose the parts that one wants. Sort of like taking a movie out of watching a movie, downloading a film, and then deciding which parts to watch, and not actually watching the whole movie. Have you ever done that? No, likely not, because it would be a waste of time and you wouldn't enjoy the film. The film wouldn't bring you fulfillment. You wouldn't get the point of the movie. You wouldn't get the message. And it would be boring, so you would be continually looking for a better part of the film to enjoy. And this is how we behave in life, if we really think about it. We're not watching the full movie of life. We're not embracing the full piece of the consciousness field, the full piece of the universe that we've been granted. We're trying to break that piece into pieces. And by breaking the piece into pieces, we become upset. Listen to the word, upset. So we set ourselves up. We set ourselves to be above ourselves. And this has got to do with the result of expectations. Because expectations are never going to yield everything we wish. For the magnetic effects of the karmic instrument is that certain aspects of our consciousness will repel that which we repress, that which we suppress. And so it will create an attraction for the things that we don't like, as well as the things that we desire and we want. But this is the dual nature of the manifesting process through us. And so the shadow will manifest as much as the light manifests within us and through us. And this is why shadow work is so fundamentally important. I did a video on shadow work. Take a look through it there, we're running into the 90s of how many videos there are up at the moment. I don't know when I'm going to get this video up, but I will. I've got a backlog of videos. If you like the content, like and share. Smash the subscribe button. There are daily uploads. That way you can stay in tune. This is sort of like a course system. So to follow from the beginning through all the videos is actually how it's designed to be experienced. But it doesn't matter. You can go chapter by chapter. So this realization of peace is when we take all the parts of our lives and we put it all together in one big diagram, one big collage, and allow ourselves to experience the fullness of the experience of life, the whole piece of consciousness that we've been granted, and the whole piece of the universe that is before us and around us and working through us, without any denial. And so the shadow work becomes an instrument towards reaching the fullness of your being, to allowing the fulfillment of the inner, instruments of balance and harmony, which are the karmic structures held in check by the polarities of being of the Ida and the Pingala. And then we can achieve what is in yoga called the Sushumna. And the shaman well understands that the balance is fundamental to the spiritual development and towards health. So the shaman strives to find balance in all things, strives to reach a point of equanimity within one's experience of life, so that one's able to ground one's energies and bring the fulfillment and the fullness and the ripeness that is within us into being. And this is the key to understanding the nature of peace. Not to reject the parts of ourselves that we do not like, not to reject anything in another human being. To operate with total acceptance is to bring a state of wholeness, and the state of wholeness is what is the currency of peace. This harmony of being that carries the essence of peace is why we are here in this world, to experience the fullness. For when we become fully present and fully embrace the reality that we're in, and start to embrace all the emotions and the thoughts that run through us and allow them to synergize, then the little thoughts start to link up to become bigger thoughts, and the bigger thoughts link up to become bigger thoughts, until there is a current of thought which is like a river flowing through us. And this current of thought is essentially the stream of consciousness that the shaman taps directly into. As the stream of consciousness flows through us, it becomes an expression of the deeper peace within. And so deep in the dance, when the shaman is in the state of ecstatic trance, there is a state of peace that is experienced that cannot be expressed in words. Even though the body is flailing around and going wild, the heart becomes at a point of rest. It's like one is at the eye of a storm. And the storm is happening on the periphery, the storm of the dance, the storm of energy moving around one and moving through one. But it all seems to stem from a deeper state of peace. So peace can be experienced as the experience of wholeness, the experience of the fullness of being. And in this state of consciousness, we find our hearts revealed to ourselves. And the expressions of love become the natural way of being. This is why karma yoga leads one to a peaceful life, leads one to a state of wholeness that cannot be measured or cannot be challenged. I hope you have an absolutely gorgeous day. Enjoy the week, the month. And remember, strive to find all of those aspects of yourself. Put them together. This is a big part of the soul retrieval, which is a part of the shamanic work, which is fundamental. And as we delve deeper into the shamanic consciousness and the philosophies that come from the shamanism and how they relate to the other occult schools of thinking, we will delve more deeply into this particular process. Have an absolutely gorgeous day. Om Shanti.